welcome back to my channel. My name is Barbara and I'm on the CDT Continental Divide Trail through hike from Mexico to Canada. I am about almost 1,200 miles in and have still something like 1,800 miles to go. I just come out from a 0 day in Breckenridge, so no miles hiked yesterday. Feels pretty good in the body now, very fresh, well fed and ready to go again. What I've got ahead of me is the highest part of the trail, of the whole trail. So I will now climb up some paths and then kind of go over a very long ridge, beautiful ridge with the highest points of the trail. Among these, of course, also the Grace Peak. The weather forecast isn't too good. It's now very sunny, but I think from this afternoon there is first thunderstorms and then real normal regular showers again for the rest of the day, night, probably even the whole tomorrow. So, but after this it should be very beautiful. But unfortunately I will be on the ridge tomorrow with the highest points, with Grace Peak. So I just really hope that I will have some visibility. I try to go then very early in the morning to have the biggest chance of some views. So this means that I won't go too far today. It's just like 19 miles before the last climbs up to the ridge start. So it will be an easy day and good for starting after a 0 day. Yeah, I'll see you up the trail. Yeah, now I'm sitting here in the tent. There is right now going a thunderstorm. It kind of felt senseless to push on since it's really not smart to be in very open areas, high elevation like ridges when there is thunderstorms going on. But this would be the case for me in about 2 miles. So it feels a little bit weird to pitch up the tent like 4 o'clock, but we will see depending on how fast it passes. I'm still having the hope that I might go on a little bit after this for some miles. If there is these thunderstorm weathers, you really have to plan your route a little bit. If you have to cross ridges around Grace Peak, before in particular there is really many miles on high ridges, you have to try to hit them in the morning because the thunderstorms, they mostly come in 12-ish, between 12 and 2 o'clock. It's a bit difficult to plan. I really would like to push on now, but I kind of can't. Maybe I'm too scared for these thunderstorms, but I really have a big respect. I remember also as a child it was never comfortable to be in thunderstorm weather in the mountains, so I just try to go very safe. But this will mean again shorter mileages. What is serious risk is the lightnings, which is the base to all of this, of course. If it's dark, you kind of can see the lightnings, and then, like, depending on how long it takes until the noise is coming, you can a little bit like figure out how far the center of the storm really is. But it's very difficult. I have to say I saw very seldom now lightnings. It's just the feeling from the intensity of the thunder sound which makes me deciding how close the whole storm is. But anyway, if it's too close, you have to try to get you can say to a shelter, but to a safer place. Safe places are forests, like a lot of trees. This is a good place. You just have to avoid to sort of be the highest point in this area where you are. So no open meadows, definitely no ridges like mentioned earlier. Not even like loose forests that you are like a single tree or something like that. Yeah, it's really, you have to try to be a small little tiny thing among many other things around you which are higher. That would be really good. If there is nothing around like this, and you are on a ridge and there is a thunderstorm coming in, there is just one way to kind of go as quick as possible down on one or the other sides. But it's also, you have to be careful where you do it, since if it's like I don't know how they are called, gravel field, like stony ridges, loose stones, and you go down the slope, and if the lightning should hit this ridge above you, you might get to a stone chute, because it kind of can release stone chutes. So you have to really think what you are doing in these kind of weathers. Another possibility is try to find like a hole or a deeper place in the landscape where you can sit in and protect yourself. If it's getting very bad, they recommend that you should even try to get the backpack on the top of your head. Yeah, that's pretty much what I know how to act. But I decided now to take the next 20-30 miles really safely and stay in protected areas. So maybe I have some hours to spend in this tent right now. Might be boring.
Good morning. Yeah, yesterday I could still go a bit further. I kind of made maybe some 4 miles more and camped then up on the ridge. In the nights or evenings, the thunderstorms mostly are past, so it looked like the risk is gone, so that's why I was quite relaxed to camp up there. But it was raining in the night still, and even early this morning, but now it's really sunny. But the next thunderstorm is on the way in. It's supposed to come pretty early today, like 11 o'clock. I've got like maybe 7-8 miles to go to reach the point where I can descend again to lower areas, and I just hope to be able to make these lower miles while the thunderstorm is going on. And then the next kind of high point would be Gray's Peak, the highest point of the trail. I'm not sure yet how it depends how the storm is coming in and going out. I either do it in the late afternoon, evening when it's clearing up again, or then I stop, like sort of base camp, and then do it in the early morning. Yeah, it kind of feels, it's very beautiful here, but it sort of feels that you are in a constant stress to just time the ridges well. Yeah, so far so good. I will go on now and use the good weather to make my miles on the ridge.
Good morning. I'm now here on Argentina Pass, like 2.5 miles before the top of Grace Peak, the highest point of the trail, with 4,350 meters or 14,255 feet. So I soon start. I will enjoy Grace Peak and the ridge up to Grace Peak in the sunrise, first sun, and then start to climb down again. It will be a perfect day.
Good morning. I made my first uphill climb, hiked along a ridge, and I'm just now in front of the first downhill for today. Down to a pass, up to the next ridge, along the next ridge, and down to a pass again, or a lower area. Like you can see here, we go now down there, all the way the trail goes down, 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 down. Further down there is a pass down there, and then I can already see now the trail climbing up this hill. And then we kind of continue along this ridge before we start to go down again. That's pretty much how my days right now look like. Up along ridges, down, up along ridges and down. A lot of variation in hiking. Beautiful sceneries, really great. The daily climbs, they are right now between 6,000 and 9,000 feet, 2 to 3,000 meters ups, and of course a certain amount down as well. It might look sometimes on the videos quite easy hiking, but it's really a lot of elevation change and quite demanding on the legs. Yesterday was no thunderstorms, so I really could push on almost 27 miles I think I made, and I think yesterday it was about 9 or even more than 9,000 feet ascent. I have to go up to this ridge, like this mountain here in the back. It's pretty black, it gets more and more black, but so far I haven't heard any rumbling, any thunder, so it might be just rain. I hope so. Let's see.